Hello, hello. Welcome to Healthy Perspectives, a podcast that takes on current cultural and social issues through a clinical lens. Hello, hello. All right. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. If you had been here 60 seconds ago, you would have seen me taking a couple of deep breaths because I'm going to talk to you today about something that just fires me up inside in a big way. And here's what it is. You are not a victim. If I piled all of your moments of being a victim into a single pile, it wouldn't even last a year of your life. And that's if you're like 50. 1 out of 50? Whew. Grow up. Grow up. Please grow up, because you are holding all of us back with your silly, ridiculous little victimhood. And it's causing problems. Your tip of the day today, open your damn eyes. You're being used as a pawn. And life just isn't fair. So suck it up, Buttercup. There's things to do. And we can't do them if you're constantly, oh, poor me. Suck it up. It's not fair. You're right. And I'm gonna paint for you today 2 words that are being used as a toxin to poison you and your mind and your life. And I know I'm coming at you strong today, but this deserves that kind of heat, in my opinion. I've been doing this a long time. There are 2 words that our culture has turned into toxins to poison you, to poison your children, to poison your families. And most of you out there, you probably think you know what these are. When I say them, you're going to be like, oh, this again? And the thing is, most of you are wrong. I study this crap for a living in real life and in text through books, research, but also sitting on my couch, talking to me about real life, ordinary, everyday things. And frankly, most of y'all just don't get it. You just don't get it. You think you do, so you don't look into it. You just drink the poison that is being fed to you. And it's okay to be naive, but don't be naive and ignorant. 2 words. 2 words. That's it. Today's episode is literally all about 2 words. The first word is privilege. Take that in. I paused on purpose. Take it in. The second word is racism. Again, take it in. These 2 words are a poison for your mind. What is privilege? What is privilege? Folks, if you are following on Rumble, YouTube, and all that kind of good stuff, I'm going to go to something I've got here set up. I want you to hear people wrestling with privilege. And unfortunately, they don't know what they're talking about. They think they do. And there's parts of it that are super real and important, but they don't know what they're talking about. I'll clarify in just a moment.
Some people are born into families where they have to walk miles just to get water. All I have to do is turn on a faucet. That's privilege.
What is privilege? Oh my gosh. I hope you heard what she just said. I hope you heard it because she thinks she knows what privilege is. Some people need to walk miles to get water. I just need to turn on a faucet. So, what is privilege, folks? Do you know? Do you think you know? Do you want to know? I mean, maybe you're scared to know. I get that. But that is not what privilege is. Privilege, when you break it down, it's this simple. It's the comparison game. That's what it is. It's a comparison game. And life isn't fair, folks. It hasn't been since before Cain and Abel. It is not fair. It's a game that you will lose 100% of the time. It's a constant contrast to paint how good somebody has got it, how good somebody has it, so that you can be a victim, or to paint how bad somebody has it so that you can create jealousies. No, they got it worse. Look how good I got it. Self-deprecation. Well, if only everybody had it the way that I do. Oh, poor me. Be quiet. Nobody cares. You got what you got, and you work with it. It is literally that simple. Privilege is a comparison game that nobody can win. It is impossible to win the game. So why are we drinking the poison with books and articles and, your male privilege, female privilege? Wait, you can't say that. Black privilege. You can't say that. White privilege. Yeah. What? It's a poison, ladies and gentlemen. It is a poison. It's being used to hide hatred. It's being used to hide jealousy and self-deprecation. Ugh, my words are all muddled up. Look, folks, I'm intense right now because this bugs the crud out of me that you are probably drinking this poison. Oh, well, if you were born in the United States, you were born into privilege. Really? Really? You want to go there with somebody who knows what the hell they're talking about? Good luck with that. I just sat with a bunch of people not too long ago, and I said very clearly, I'll make a very solid argument that the United States is not a place of privilege. We can go generations. Here it is. Punchline. We can go generations, multiple generations, believing we don't need God because we can do it the American way. And the American way is make it happen for yourself. You're limited only by your imagination. Independence is great. And we believe this crap. And don't get me wrong, I'm all about America. I fought and served for America because, at least as of right now, it is still the freest, least racist, most wonderful place to live on the planet. Do I feel lucky? Yep. Do I feel privileged? No. I have to fight harder to see God everywhere. Because a lot of people with privilege have convince themselves they don't need God because, look, I can go out, I can get a job, I can make money, I can achieve the American dream. That's not privilege. I would consider that the antithesis, the opposite of privilege. That would be a prison, a place where we don't need God. For real? Welcome to the United States. And until we get back on track with that, I don't care about your privilege because it's not. It's not. You come to this country and you want to become a politician, you could do that apparently. I'm going to show you clips here in a few minutes about people who have done that, successfully climbed the ladder, and yet they will look you in the eyes and say you have more privilege than them because of the color of your skin or because they had to fight harder somehow, some way. They're just playing a comparison game. They're feeding you poison and taking advantage of opportunities. Now, I'm all for taking advantage of opportunities. Do it by all means. But don't mistake that as privilege. Privilege is a comparison game. That's all it is. Find somebody better, find somebody worse. And what I'm saying is suck it up either way. If you have what you call privilege and you're at the front of the line because you have all the whatever the things of the day are, because by the way, those change constantly based on convenience of narrative, which also should point you in the right direction that this is a poison, but whatever. Let's say you didn't see that and you're standing at the front of the line and you're all like, hey, I hate my own family because they did so much for me. By all means, go for it. But I think you're an idiot. If your family fought in 3 wars, my grandfather did, and because of it, I have things that I wouldn't otherwise have. Okay, fine. If I want to get to the front of the line because somebody put me there and then complain about being at the front of the line, go ahead, change places, go to the back, give up everything you got, go to the back. That's fine with me. Do that. You could just hand it off to somebody that's in the back. I don't care. But here's the funny thing. You won't. You won't. You will not do that. We watched Billie Eilish say, hey, you can't take stolen land from people who stole it, or whatever her quote was. Yeah, but what's she going to change? Nothing. Nothing. She's going to wait it out. She's going to wait out the discomfort. She's going to wait it out. And when this dies down, she can go back to making music, doing whatever she's been doing, keeping her house that's on apparently on late native land or whatever. And you want to know something? Fine. Who cares? You get what you get. That's just what it is. If you came to America back in the beginning and you were a slave, by the way, I'm not speaking from naivete. Oh, no, I didn't. My family didn't have a plantation or anything like that. We didn't own slaves. No, we were slaves. On one side of my family, we came from Czechoslovakia. Do the math, people. It's not really math. Do the words, people. The land of slaves via Italy. When we were being persecuted, we fled to Czechoslovakia out of one pan and into another. But hey, you want to go ahead and play the victim, go ahead. I guess you can do that. But it's stupid and it's holding you and everybody around you back. It's not creating the right conversations. We're going to switch gears. before we do, I just want to say, hey, look, I know I'm intense today. I know I'm intense. I'm passionate. I'm passionate about these things because if we don't talk about them and talk about them with open eyes and informed minds, y'all are going to just keep drinking the poison. And I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in helping, even if it's just one person. I'm interested in helping because I don't want anybody to feel guilty about having some things that their family fought for. Now, how they fought for it, I absolutely think that matters. I do. I think the how is more important than the privilege itself. If you got there by stomping other people into the ground, that's messed up. If you got there because you navigated the path that was in front of you and you did it in a good, healthy way, relationally, pulling people along as you could, helping others, promoting others, loving others, then great. I don't care that you got privilege. You got it because you deserved to get it. So I don't want you feeling guilty. I don't want you looking back saying, yeah, but what about all those people? What I want you to do is recognize those people, but not to make yourself feel like crap, but to help them find a way through the path. If you can see a way for somebody else to get through the path and you don't help them, you're a fool. Pull people along in a good way. And I don't care if they're male, female, black, white, brown, tall, short, fat, skinny. If you can see a way for them, help them go. And that's not because of privilege. It's because that's the right thing to do. That's humane. Switching gears. The next topic I have for you, I was going to show you more of that privilege video. I'm not going to. It's just a bunch of people talking about privilege and they don't know what they're talking about. So I'm not going to waste your time. But I am going to talk to you now about word number 2. Whew. Racism. Racism. Right now, as far as I can tell, and I'm gonna probably get a lot of heat for this because, you know, why wouldn't I? It's 2026 and people are dumb. I hear a lot about how white people should hate white people and how white people are pinning people down. And I know that some of that goes on. I'm not naive. But the greatest amount of racism that I hear right now, the greatest amount, by far, the greatest amount, is not coming out of white people's mouths. Now, I wish that other white people would shut the hell up if they're being racist. I do. And if I see it and I interact with it, I just say, hey, stop it. Don't be an idiot. Why not? And I'm seeing a lot of brown and black people being racist. Men, women, it doesn't even matter. And our politicians are making this normal. Think to yourself, why in the world would our politicians want to normalize racism? Think about it. Oh, because it gives them advantages. Yeah, no duh. No crud. You got to open your eyes, people. You are a pawn in this game. So don't be. Don't be. When you encounter racism, if it's a white person and you're white, tell them to shut up. If it's a black person and they're black, tell them to shut up. If it's a brown person and you're brown, tell them to shut up. Make it normal for us to be able to tell people who are being racist, stop being racist. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, right? I'll show you some examples because I have them. I have them here for you. I saved them just for you. Watch. For those of you who are following along, I put racist politicians in a YouTube search. And look what I got. White people, 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 white people. Oh, there's a black guy. Oh, they're talking about segregation. Okay. Oh, there's a black guy. Oh, confronting racism. White people, white people. But here's the thing. It's inaccurate. That isn't even accurate. So I put in black racist politicians just to see what would come up. Watch this. Okay. Black women politicians discuss experience with racism. Okay. Black politician of Reconstruction. Okay, so history. I thought, hey, maybe we've got something here. No, that was about white people being racist. More about white people being racist. More about white people being racist. Kamala Harris might be the queen of racism herself, right? Michelle Obama, when she was being racist, no, talking about racism. She can't be racist. Folks, this is not okay. I was trying to see something like this. For those of you who are following along, you're going to see it. I was trying to find things like this because here's the thing. They're happening almost every day, only they're making them almost impossible for us to find. Listen to this.
A lot of conservatives in particular would say that the rise in Islamophobia is a result not of hate, but of fear, a legitimate fear, they say, of quote-unquote jihadist terrorism, whether it's Fort Hood or San Bernardino or the recent truck attack in New York. What do you say to them?
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. Was the driving force of
Folks, I hope you are hearing all that. I do. I hope you're hearing all of that. What is that? What is that, folks, is racism. Now, I don't know Ilhan Omar, but if I can't call out racism when racism occurs, what country do we have? We have a racist one. And that kind of stuff happens. You know, you hear somebody like Chuck Schumer talking about Jim Crow 2.0. Hello, racism. Is what he's talking about racist? Or is he racist? Facts for that guy, he's racist. Go ahead, go back. You can go look up all the Schumer quotes you want. That dude is racist. But he's not racist like you would think. He's racist against white people. Don't let the color of his skin fool you. We are drinking the poison of privilege and racism in this country. And we are drinking it in a fire hose style. It's just pouring down your throats. And I am suggesting, I don't want you to be ignorant and naive. Preferably not either, but don't be both. If you don't know what racism is, if you think that anybody is immune to being racist, not being the recipient of racism, but being racist, you're an idiot. Look across our globe over the last 500, 2,000 years. It has been there from the beginning. Every race is capable of being racist. All of them. Mine, yours, everybody's. And if we're not calling it out in every form, well, then y'all just need to be quiet. Because if you're not going to have the kahunas, the courage to stand up and do what's right, even when it's hard, then just shut your mouth. Nobody wants to hear you on any of the other topics. Because that isn't what we need. We need people with courage who are willing to stand up and speak the truth, not a convenient truth. Do I like that my family was slaves at some point? No. Do I wish that had never happened? Of course. Of course, I don't know where we would be if that happened or that didn't happen. So this is part of that suck it up, buttercup. Get your crap together. Open your dang eyes. Stop being used as a pawn. I could point to that and be like, oh, well, poor me. The poor Jeremiah's family came from this. Oh, come on, give us some restitution. Or I could just say, look, life happens and a lot of it's beyond our control. I have a path in front of me. What am I going to do with that? I didn't have somebody pay for my college. Oh, that's why I still paid for my college, unfortunately. By the way, a little sidestep. There's a path there. Here, I'm going to take the path. If you got a bunch of money and you want to gift me some money to pay for my college that I'm still paying on, by all means, go ahead. Venmo, PayPal, go for it. All my stuff is accessible. I'll take it. And I won't complain. And I won't say, oh, it's privilege. No, it's because I got the kahunas to say, hey, if you want to help me out with that, by all means, go for it. And I don't expect you to. I'll be grateful if you did. But I have no false expectation that somebody else is going to carve my path for me. And if they do, you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you straight up what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for a way to help somebody else carve that path to their success. And am I going to do it based on the color of their skin? No. Am I going to do it based on the content of their character? Yes. Will I someday meet my goal? I have a bucket list. Will I someday be able to write a $10,000 check to my church? Maybe. I don't know. I hope so. It seems like a lot of money to me still. Will I someday be able to own 3 properties and find a human being, somebody that is working real hard, and hand them one of them? Just give them the deed, sign it over. Here you go. Good luck. Do what you can with it. Make it benefit you and your family, but if you can, extend it out from there. That's on my bucket list. I don't know if I'll get to do it. I hope so. Is it going to be because of my podcast? No, not at my rate. But if you like this and you subscribe to it and you do all those things, you never know. Chances are, because my podcast is reasonable, because we address hard topics, but from a reasonable stance, there's a chance my podcast, until our nation, our world is so starved for somebody who's reasonable, my podcast will not make it. It won't. It won't do it because I'm reasonable. Because I have courage. And people right now don't want reasonable. They want chaos. We know. Because we see half of our country here in the US celebrating the Iranian regime only because they hate the other half of our country. What? What kind of garbage is that? People who would kill you in your sleep. Not all of them, but that regime would. Don't you mistake it. They've been known to be terrible for a very long time. It's not new. Now, I'm not suggesting that we should go in there or not go in there. There's a lot of learning. I'm reserving my comments on that for a later date. But understand this clearly. That hatred for one another when we live in the same home, dude, that's crazy town. But that's part of the poison. It allows them to point to themselves and say, look, we're the victim. Huh, we shouldn't be doing this. Oh, man, we're victims. Hey, everybody, rally. We're victims. Yay. What? Get over yourself. That's the most reasonable thing I can say. Get over yourself. And if you decide you don't like what I said, I get it. I get it. Don't follow me. Don't listen to me anymore. Don't come back. It's not because I don't want you to hear my reasonable takes, because they are reasonable takes. Dude, I leave my mistakes in. I don't even edit them out. That's how reasonable I am. My editing process is about as easy as it gets because I'm reasonable. I don't expect myself to be perfect either. If you want something to change, folks, you go out there and you study what privilege means. Take what I gave you. Go test it out. Go look around. You go out there and you appropriately, in the healthiest way you possibly can, confront racism. But start where you're going to be heard the best. Because that's just wise. You don't go to the people who will not hear you and talk to them about all the things they don't want to hear. That's just crazy. Start with the people you can get to and then work your way out from there. Folks, I hope this helps. I know I was passionate today because I deeply love people in general. I do. I have a lot of empathy, a lot of forgiveness for people. Oh, it's there. For those of you who know me personally, you know that that part is true. And yeah, I'm going to probably get some things wrong. Probably made some mistakes even in this podcast. But you're going to see it because I'm reasonable. My expectation of you is no different. If you figure out that you're drinking poison, stop drinking the poison. Be reasonable. Don't be like, well, I guess I've been doing it all along. I probably should just keep doing it. That's stupid. Don't do stupid. Do smart. It's better. I hope this helps you. Please, if this was helpful at all, if this creates a conversation with you and your friends, listen to it together. Get the word out there that we're doing this and we're trying to help people little bits at a time. Thank you for those of you who have already done it. My subscriptions are all going up. That's good. I appreciate all that. Still don't make any money on it. I wish I could fix that, but I need your help because the thing is, I have kept it absolutely 100% no commercials. I'm not taking anybody's money for certain things or to do this or to say that. I'm not doing any of that junk. Like, subscribe, share it with friends. That's the most important thing. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. We appreciate our audience a lot, so we give you some simple ways to track us down. Please like, subscribe, and follow all the podcasts on different platforms, but you can also email us at healthyperspectives@protonmail.com, or you can check out our website at healthy-perspectives.com/podcast. It's a backward slash. So if you want to go to our landing page, if you go to healthy-perspectives.com, you'll still find us. You just got to click on the podcast button. Thank you so much.